It's that time of year, naming cockroaches after your ex. Why chewing on phone batteries probably is not going to end well for you, and eating 66 pounds worth of oranges to avoid airline fees. Yes, that and more still to come. I'm Josh, and this is What's New. Our first story of the day is a reminder that Valentine's Day is right around the corner. You know, a lot of people, when they break up with someone, they'll call their ex a roach or a cockroach. Well, now you can quite literally make your ex a cockroach. Yes, Zoo New York has once again brought back their online campaign where they let you name a cockroach after your ex. Does it have to be your ex? No, not at all. It can be any person of your choosing, but I think it's extra fun when it is your ex you're naming a cockroach after. I mean, it's like what revenge dreams are made of. It's $5 US. It's open to all Americans and Canadians if you do want to name one of these cockroaches. And then you can even watch it on their Facebook Live feed on Valentine's Day as your little cockroach gets gobbled up by different animals at the zoo. Because if anything is going to help you get over a heartbreak, it's naming a cockroach after your ex and watching it get absolutely obliterated by some kind of animal at the zoo. If you want to take part, all you got to do is go to Zoo New York's website. From animals eating cockroaches to people eating phone batteries. Yep, this one's worthy of a doorknob of the day. This doorknob of the day brings us to China, where a couple were waiting in line at a store, and you can see in security cam footage a guy chewing on a phone battery. Don't ask me why he chose a phone battery to be chewing on, but he did nonetheless. And that is when this thing explodes in his face. Not like a little spark. This thing goes off like a firecracker in his face. And I mean, you're chewing a phone battery. I'm not sure why you wouldn't expect anything less than that to happen. Thankfully, both the man and his girlfriend were okay. Burned his girlfriend's bangs a little bit, so he has some splaining to do. But nonetheless, let it serve as a reminder. Don't be chewing phone batteries. His girlfriend says he was chewing on it because he has this bad habit of chewing on things. I get that. I know people who chew on like the drawstrings for their hoodie or whatever it may be. I think you can do a little bit better than a phone battery, though. Purple haze and purple rain imply the existence of purple snow? The feeling of satisfaction from a full tank of gas is very similar to an empty kitchen garbage can. If reincarnation is real, then some of us used to be dinosaurs. Pew! If you've ever driven a golf cart, you know that those things can be so much fun. But I would highly advise against taking one for a cruise down the highway. That's exactly what happened in Ontario, where a gentleman was charged after he was caught driving a golf cart down the QEW, which is a major multi-lane highway in southern Ontario. He reportedly stole this golf cart from a location in Oakville, and it took police a bit of time, but they eventually tracked this guy down in Burlington, which is not far, but a decent hike away from Oakville, which means he went on quite the joyride in this golf cart on city streets on a major highway, and all of which in a golf cart. I mean, I in no way condone this kind of driving. You should never take a golf cart on the highway, but I would be lying if I said there wasn't at least a part of me, and I'm sure some of you too, who did not always dream of going for a cruise like that in a golf cart. The things are so much fun. Just, there are better ways than going on a major highway like that. This guy's pretty lucky it didn't turn out worse. We all know someone who would go to extreme lengths to avoid paying the baggage fees or any kinds of fees at the airline. But would you go this far? 4 guys were traveling from China on a business trip, and they wanted to bring their recently purchased 66 pounds of oranges with them. But here's the deal. The airline said if you want to ship these oranges, it's going to cost you about $46. And that's more than these guys paid for the oranges to begin with. So what did they do? No, they didn't leave the oranges behind. They didn't throw them out either. And they definitely didn't pay the $46. What did they do? They sat down and in 30 minutes ate all 66 pounds of oranges. Between the four of them, that works out to like 16 or 17 pounds of oranges each. No, I'm not talking like 16 individual oranges each. I'm talking 16 or 17 pounds of oranges for each of these individuals. They saved a bit of money, yes, but they all got canker sores, mouth ulcers otherwise, and they all probably had upset tummies. The one guy said they're never going to have oranges again after this experience. I don't blame them, because after eating 66 pounds of oranges, you couldn't catch me going near an orange candy or an orange flavored drink, not to mention eat an actual orange ever again. That $46 to just ship the oranges and be done with it suddenly sounds pretty dang pristine. It's time for the good news. I love ending off every episode of What's New with some good news. Stuff to really restore your faith in humanity, put a smile on your face, and give you some positivity. Now, this good news story it's a direct result of internet fame and the power of going viral. I'm sure by now we've all heard of Bernie's mittens. Of course, the ones he wore at the presidential inauguration. Well, it turned into a meme of him sitting in this chair, and it's gone absolutely viral. Well, now, the individual who actually created those mittens for Bernie, it's a school teacher named Jen Ellis. Well, she actually might have a new career on her hands. You see, people have been going nuts trying to get their hands on these mittens, and now she's teamed up with Vermont teddy bears and is going to sell and create more pairs of these mittens. How awesome is that? She's going to create 18,000 pairs of mittens, just like you've seen in the Bernie Sanders meme. I think that's so cool. We owe teachers so much, so to see her getting basically this opportunity to get a new career off the ground if she so chooses is awesome. And that is thanks to all of you on the interwebs. Thanks for tuning into this edition of What's New. Do you have any reactions to any of the stories you heard in today's video? Do you have any questions for me? Let me know in the comments section down below. I'm going to answer as many questions as possible. And of course, if you like what you saw, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more content. I'm Josh, and this is What's New.